Hello, welcome back. Now, this video is going to be on one of my absolute pet hates from the roads of London, which is minicab drivers. Now, I'm not sure what the recruitment process for a minicab driver is, but from my experience on the roads of London, I would say a driving licence from a serial box, probably not even collecting that many tokens, and a complete lack of sense of direction, lack of spatial awareness, and absolutely no road etiquette. Now, I'm not sure why taxis decide that when they want to indicate, they will leave it till the absolute last minute to tell you. 99% of the time they'll already be at least a third of the way around a right turn before they flash their indicator once just to say, look at me, I turned, I made it. I mean, it's not that difficult to indicate in advance. They're called indicators to give an indication to the person following you of your intention. Now, doing it halfway around when you've done a manoeuvre and cars have had to skittle left and right and try to avoid you, it's null and void. I don't know if it's to try and save the bulbs, because maybe they last longer if you flash them a little bit less, but really, I mean, they cost like £1. It's really not the hardest thing to replace. And I think of changing a bulb every, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months is a lot cheaper than repairing an accident damaged car. I also can't understand why a minicab will insist on stopping in the middle of the road or on a junction or basically anywhere but pulling over at the side of the road in a sensible place to let their passengers in or out. Now, I mean, I could understand if you're employed by, a very wealthy chap to drive his Rolls Royce around London, you're worried about losing your job, the guy is, he's very, very particular, very difficult. It would annoy everyone, but at least you've kind of got a viable excuse. You're a minicab driver, you're not a private chauffeur. You're never going to have these customers again. They can walk 10 metres to their front door. You don't need to block the whole road. Have a bit of sense. Look down the street, see if there's a free parking space, pull over in it, get out of everyone's way, and do your business. Take as long as you like. Don't get in everyone's way. I mean, that brings me to the next point of minicabs. They don't know where they're going. They're lost. Fine, we all wonder where we're going sometimes. But you can pull over in a sensible place and work out where you're going. You don't need to drive down a road at half a mile an hour trying to kind of fathom where you're supposed to be going. It gets in everyone's way, it annoys people, it makes people impatient. When people get impatient, they do stupid things. They try and overtake you in an inappropriate moment. They get on your bumper, and then when you completely randomly stop, they go into the back of you. There are points where the driver behind is at fault, but there are also occasions where the driver in front is doing such stupid, unnecessary, brain-dead things that the person behind hasn't got a clue what they're doing. It's a guessing game, and then when this random erratic behaviour finally happens, they're not prepared for it. The main thing of driving on the road is consistency. People know where you are, they know what you're doing, they can account for it, they can drive around you, they can wait, they can do whatever. But when you are completely null and void of any common sense, no one knows what you're going to do. It's like a drunk madman outside a pub. You don't know if he's going to hit you or hug you. You don't know whether you should be aggressive towards him or show him compassion and affection back. People need to know what your agenda is. I hope at some point they might bring in an advanced driving course for minicab drivers. They're carrying the public. The way they drive is dangerous to themselves and their passengers and everyone around them. So rather than working out that they have no sense of direction, they have no common sense, at least make sure one of the boxes is ticked. Make them do an advanced driving course, and if the police see them doing something stupid, like not indicating or obstructing the road unnecessarily, any of these things, pull them up on it. Give a small fine. Give that small fine and avoid this stupid super low emission zone. The tax on the poor that you'll see in one of my other videos. I mean, you know, there are much better ways of finding revenue. And, you know, there are many stupid people out there causing more hazard than people that maybe go a bit too fast, that seem to get pulled up all the time. And those that are going too slow without any logic or rhyme or reason to what they do, they're allowed to get away with it and carry paying passengers. Anyway, I know it's a controversial subject. Probably most people that drive their own vehicle will agree with me. Probably most people that drive hire and reward minicabs will probably be wanting to tear my throat out. But if it's any sense of consolation, I am constantly on the roads of London. I know what the battle is. I know how hard it is to sit in traffic jams all day and not go mad. But don't contribute to them. Please, please, please do not contribute them. Everyone needs to be sensible and logical, and the roads will work much better. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. There's going to be more coming up. As I said, if you've got any comments or feedback on what I've said, leave it in the comments section below, and maybe we can read some of them out. Look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers, bye bye.